All right, as usual, putting on another layer.
She didn't even make it 2 feet.
Nope.
We're driving from San Diego to Philadelphia for a business workshop. And along the way, we're visiting as many national parks as possible. Exploring and protecting the outdoors has always been important to us, and we've enjoyed experiencing so many different landscapes and hiking trails on this cross-country road trip. Today, we're visiting another national park in New Mexico, and this time we're heading underground to see the largest accessible cave chamber in North America. So we are at our 4th national park in less than 3 days.
It's wild. Today we are here at Carlsbad Caverns National Park in New Mexico, and we're actually standing just before the natural entrance to the cave.
So we're about to pass through the amphitheater, head down about 1.5 miles into the cave's entrance, and then across to the big room.
The big room. So we are really excited. Let's go explore.
The natural entrance, 75 stories down. On our 2-kilometer walk down through the natural entrance, we saw a number of birds swooping in and out of the cave. And if you stay until sunset from May to late October, you can actually see the resident bats take flight. Regardless of the time of year, the trail itself is an impressive series of steeply descending switchbacks, and we kept stopping to appreciate how huge the opening to the cave is. So the entrance is right there, and we have probably been doing this for about 25 minutes at this point. Originally a shallow extension of an inland ocean, the Carlsbad Caverns formed when sulfuric acid dissolved the surrounding limestone, leaving behind amazing geological formations that we see today. To further protect the cave system and its wildlife, it became a national park in the 1930s. So we are about to head into the cave. It's really quiet, and this is the last bit of sunlight we're going to see for about an hour or so.
Yeah, this entrance, this walk down has been absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see what's actually inside the cave.
We've visited a few caves before, and what we realized is that each one is so unique. The cave we climbed through in Australia had beautiful narrow chambers, and the one we toured in New Zealand had glowworms lighting up the ceiling and a peaceful river running through it. And here we are in our first cave in the US, and once again, we found ourselves in awe. This is absolutely insane. The size of this cave is humongous. We've been walking now for about 40 minutes, still heading down. Leanne and I have been in about 3 or 4 caves together and have never seen anything this large. Now, from what we understand, many popular caves are formed when rainwater comes dripping down, dissolving limestone and creating stalagmites and stalactites. But with Carlsbad Caverns, it was sulfuric acid that dissolved the limestone rock, causing blocks to fall from the cave ceiling and formations began to grow. The largest piece to fall was iceberg rock, weighing 200,000 tons. While the most notable formations are found deeper in the cave, the natural entrance trail is an amazing experience.
Well, we've made it down the 800-foot descent from the natural entrance to the start of the big room, and now we get to explore the caves themselves. So it's going to be a 1.2-mile loop through the big room, and it's honestly awe-inspiring. It's so cool. I've been walking around probably open-mouthed the whole time, just walking around like, oh my gosh. And that was just to come down into the cave, so I'm excited to see what else is in store.
The big room is nearly 4,000 feet long, 625 feet wide, with ceilings over 250 feet tall, making it the largest single cave chamber in North America. And the great thing is that it's accessible to all by an elevator. The formations continue to impress, and we could have stood there for hours just appreciating the cavern structures. Unfortunately, due to the time crunch of our journey, we had to keep moving. Alright, so we are running behind on time. We have a 7+ hour drive to San Antonio from Carlsbad to complete today. It is going on 11 a.m. and we need to get out of these caverns, but Leanne continues to film. We are walking through the rest of these caverns and they're still massive. So much to appreciate. And I love Leanne because she won't stop filming. She's even putting footage together as we're like briskly walking from section to section to get back to the elevators. So we agreed to focus on the highlights of the big room, which included Chandelier, Mirror Lake, and the Bottomless Pit, which extends 140 feet down. We also saw the Silent Bell, the Caveman, and the Rock of Ages. These caves were even more awesome than I think either one of us anticipated, and we're so glad that we got to experience them. Alright, so we just finished the entire caverns, walked around everything, and now we are taking the elevators back up. And what's really cool is that they list it by how deep the elevator is. Down to 800 feet. So we're about to ride through the earth. Here we go. Oh my gosh, honey, how cool was that?
This has been so awesome. And even this elevator ride, I don't know if I've ever taken something that's like 800 feet down or whatever it is. This is wild.
75 stories below the Earth's surface.
We're currently halfway on our way back up. This is insane. What a cool day.
That was such an amazing experience. Sorry to rush the end.
It's okay. I had a strategy, which was to film and then run to catch up with Danny, and then film some more and then keep running. So I think it paid off.
This was so great, and our next stop is in about 7.5 hours in San Antonio. So we will see y'all in the next video.